Good afternoon, friends, and welcome back to the channel. Hey, are you looking for an updated 2-bed, 2-bath, double wide? You want lots of structural upgrades, you don't want a lot to worry about as far as moving in, and you want to be in a waterfront, gorgeous destination location in Central Florida. Does that ring a bell? If so, you want to make sure that you watch this entire virtual tour, as this home is a winner from start to finish. We have the fortunate luck of hanging out today at 426 Beaver Run here within gorgeous Lake Placid, Florida. This home is within the destination location of Tropical Harbor Estates, an absolutely gorgeous home here in Highlands County. In fact, I was hanging out with the locals here before I filmed the video. They showed me everything that Tropical Harbor Estates has to offer their residents. Take a quick look at this. That's right, folks. All of that and more for those who are able to call Tropical Harbor Estates their home. So what we're going to do here today, folks, we're going to take a quick tour on the outside. We're going to jump in the inside. And yes, we are going to follow up with the numbers section towards the end of the video. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. We greatly appreciate it. But please don't be like the 91% of people who watch our content and don't subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a dime, folks. Please do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. That way you're up to speed with everything that we're doing here at the Mobile Home Dealer. So thank you so much for coming on the journey to help us grow our community together. And if you're ready, I'm ready. And welcome, welcome, welcome to the virtual tour of 426 Beaver Run here within Tropical Harbor Estates. Now, before we take a look on the outside, let's get an idea where we're at in the community. Okay, so if I come down here, right to the stop sign, I hang a left. I'm going to be about 4 or 5 streets away from the water access here, as well as the community pool. As I come on over here, I'm going to hug right around that SUV here on the end of the street, and I'm going to come in about a U-shaped kind of configuration. I'm going to go back down a couple down streets there, and as well, I'm going to be right by the community center. So a fantastic Central Park location, very little drive-by traffic to speak of here outside of 426 Beaver Run. Now, as I approach the home here, guys, a couple of things I want to point out. This is going to be one of the widest driveways we've ever featured on the channel. Have easily enough space for 2 vehicles side by side here. I got space for a third here under the huge carport that we're going to take a look at here in a second. On the side of the home, we're going to point out that this home does have a fantastic irrigation system. You're going to see these black bulbs all the way throughout the exterior of the home. That was put in recently, keeping the grass looking good. We got the vinyl wrap here. Tons of space in between you and your neighbors here in this beautiful community. Now, the owners of this home have thought about just about everything. First things that they thought about is they created a carport for the club car that's coming with the home. It's functional, we got batteries in it, and we've got a charger inside the screen and porch that we're going to take a look at. So that is coming with the home. The AC does look a little bit older, I know. However, work has been done on it recently, and we got a warranty on that work. So something to think about there as well. Now, you're going to see these storm shutters that are pulled. Okay, people are going to say, why do you have the storm shutters pulled, Mark? Well, it's because a lot of times when folks leave for the summertime, they'll pull them because storm season is coming around. That is a fact here in Florida. This home has weathered several storms. Okay, so before I see it in the comments, it's weathered several storms, all the storms over the past 30 or so years, no storm damage to speak of when we're talking about this home. So if anybody is saying, oh no, the home's gonna blow away, I beg to differ, sir, because these homes hold up a lot better than people give them credit for. Now, when we come into the screen and porch, a couple of things I want to point out here. The updates continue as we go through. First up, We've got the epoxy flooring all the way throughout. That's going to keep the home, this area very clean from tracks or anything like that. You get sand in here. It's super easy. You can just dust it on out. Now, the epoxy was actually carried over to the stairs as well. That was a heads up play by the installer. I like that a lot. We've got the screened in porch, no rips or tears to speak of, looking in great condition. Now I popped off the panel here to remind me, actually, when we were doing the tour, to mention that we have a brand new water heater. Okay, brand new water heater put into the home. I'll pop that back on before we leave here. That's the access point to the hot water heater. The storage shed at the end of the carport is exactly what it sounds like. We got some extra tools and some other items here. Big thing I want to point out, that washer and dryer is functional. It is coming with the home, and we got some extra tools, barbecue grill, and some other items as well. When I talk about the items here, folks, this home is being sold fully furnished. Totally turnkey, as they would say. So what you see is what you get. Now, as I come out here, I'm gonna build this up big time, because I think it's the first time we've ever seen this on the channel. You're gonna see this gorgeous glass inlay table here. Looks like just a new storm door, but oh no, there's more to it. They actually took the front porch, okay, that you would see maybe on this home over here. They took that, they totally gutted it, and they rebuilt it, okay? So it's 100% functional living space. I don't have the measurements on it, but man, God, take a look at this. This is so cool. Now, guys, the reason why I'm so hyped up on this is because in every other home of this era, okay, this was going to be just a screened-in porch. But you have the screened-in porch out over there. Here, take a look at how much usable space you have. And why I stress usable space is because they thought ahead of the game and they ducked it for central AC. So normally this area is just going to be kind of sticky in the summer. You know, you're going to have some sliders here, maybe some sliders over here. No, not the case. They blew the sliders out. They rebuilt this whole thing. And look how much usable space you have. It's fantastic. That big box bay, looking good, standing tall. Now, another thing I'm going to see in the comments, Mark, the home's sold. It says it's sold. No, guys, the mobile home dealer, we use double-sided signs here. So the home says for sale, and it's pointing towards the street. And this home is definitely for sale. As I enter into the body of the home, I've got the custom built out with the glass inlays, tons of extra storage, and the nice separate sitting room. And again, guys, notice how much extra space you have, okay? Because that would normally be the end of the house here, right? With the glass sliders that you've seen on the channel before. Not the case here. You have all that extra space. Another thing I want to point out, big dollar item here is going to be your luxury vinyl plank that was totally redone throughout most of the home. You have that taken care of, as well as the subfloors, okay? So no soft spots to speak of throughout here. Now, as I roll into the kitchen, the more big dollar items come into play. Okay, you have the side door there that goes out to the screened-in porch. Notice that gorgeous stainless steel Frigidaire dishwasher. The reason why I want to highlight that, yes, it's a gorgeous dishwasher. No, it did not come from the factory. Yes, the plumbing has been updated throughout the home. So I know a lot of no yeses there, but the take-home is big dollar item. Newer countertops and the other appliances look in great functional order as well. Now, as I roll over into the hallway, take a look at these guest bedrooms, guys. Very large, but the selling point here is this huge walk-in closet. Very rarely do we see a walk-in closet of that size with a double wide of this era. Hall bath. Again, the LVP, luxury vinyl plank, has been carried on over here. We have a taller vanity, new toilet, and the tub shower combo. The tile there has been done at some point that did not come from the factory. So it's nice having that extra design touch there as well, along with the extra medicine cabinet. Now the primary bedroom suite, huge in nature. Again, for the size of this home, they did not go short on space. King bed, end tables on either side, large walk-in here on the far corner. And I'll throw this hangers in at no extra charge. You're welcome. Okay, as we continue to go through here, look how much space you have. You've got the full nice bedroom set here. Get the flat screen ready to go, chill out. after a day hanging out on the water. We roll directly into the primary bathroom. Extra cabinets. They went with the single vanity on this one, but I do want to point out they have the raised vanity. So if you're a taller person or you just want a higher vanity, you got that taken care of. Plenty of cabinetry and extra space on either side. So if you're like me and you're clumsy first thing in the morning, you bump your toothpaste, you bump a razor over, no need to worry. You got plenty of space for that. So roll into the actual bathroom itself. We got a new toilet, second one of the house, and then the shower stall there in the corner with a mild entry for that. So if you have a problem taking stairs or somebody in your family does, not the case here. So again, just a very, very well taken care of, nicely done, 2-bed, 2-bath, double wide here in Lake Placid. So we have a lot of the high dollar items already taken care of. We got the flooring, we got the subflooring, we got the plumbing, we got the hot water tank, we got the club car that's coming with the house. I got the dishwasher, 2 new toilets, and this gorgeous built out, what was a screened-in porch in its previous life. So just a lot of money when it comes to structural upgrades. Now, guys, the mobile home dealer, we've updated and kind of fixed and flipped about 40, 50 houses at this point. And I can tell you, with the structural upgrades done on this property, you're easily in this market, you're easily looking 25, 30, maybe even 35,000 if you can find parts and labor. Key is if you can find labor to do this type of work. So the fact that you already have this stuff done, okay, adding all that extra square footage, that's just a huge, huge benefit to the price of the home. So when we're talking about price, I know what you're saying, folks. All right, Mark, you're telling us about these updates. How much is this going to cost? What is this going to cost me to carry? Well, we're going to get there here in a second, but before we do, if you're new to the channel, we always want to make sure that you check out our company website. We'll put it on the bottom of the screen here, sellmobilehome.com. The reason why we stress that in all of our videos is simple. We can update our numbers there faster than we can update all of these videos. So for the most up-to-date information on this property as well as everything else, make sure you take a look at that site. Now, at the time of this listing, we were taking this home to market $42,900 on the sticker price of the home. Lot rent, you're looking about $800 a month. Okay, about $800 a month, $42,900 on the price of the home. And again, remember, guys, all of those structural features, you're basically just buying the house for the structural features when it comes to price. So if this is of interest for you or somebody that you know, we're going to go ahead and put Eric's contact in the lower right-hand corner. He is a gentleman who is doing a fantastic job all over Highlands County. Give him a holler, send him a text, and let him know that you're interested in the property at 426 Beaver Run within Tropical Harbor Estates, as he will be more than happy to help answer any of your questions. Thank you so much for coming on this virtual tour, guys. My name is Mark. You've been with the Mobile Home Dealer, and as always, we'll see y'all on the next one.